Okay, so I'm going to do a very quick market recap of today. I didn't do one yesterday just because, again, I didn't take any trades. And as you can see on the hourly price action, nada, nothing, no bitch of a thing. You know what I mean? Nothing going on here. So let's look at the daily chart. Just sort of been consolidating all the way up, really, since start of the month. So no days really where we've had like a massive move like we did in June. And if we go and have a look, so where's daily open? I did have a look today. As you can see, we sort of came down in London, swept London highs, and then I think this was a 30-minute inverse. Yes, we got the 30-minute inverse fair value gap, and then we traded down below this low, the London low, but you can see this is trading into this higher time frame fair value gap here, so it's not really an area that you'd be looking to see price take, especially with the previous daily low down here. So yeah, it's not really much of a setup. We had loads and loads of red folder news today. My copy trader got cooked, I'm not gonna lie. So experiment. So we're just seeing how that all works out. I'm going to keep that going for a little bit just because it was pretty consistent for a few days, and I think it was just a bad day for the guy that was sorting it out. But yeah, as you can see, there's no real reason to trade today with all the news. You can see price action has reacted to that as well. With the move I was looking at the other day, where I was expecting price to come down into this again and fill it before move up, it didn't actually come back down. It just sort of stayed. Well, it came down into that fair value gap and dipped, but there was no setup on the way up, no inverse here. We just ended up trading down into this fair value gap and then continuing up. So yeah, it's one of those. I don't think we have any news tomorrow, any red folder at least. So I'm not anticipating a trade, although we do have a nicer range to trade between. So how many pips is that? 270, 150. It's fairly valid range for this move to happen. But yeah, if it does happen, I'd see us trade below this, tap this maybe, or sweep this tiny bit, and then continue up. But that is granted we do get the formation around this time. I wouldn't be surprised if in London session we come up above here, because you can see all of these highs here, all relatively equal. This one back here as well. So yeah, I would expect price to maybe come up here and then make moves down, sweep this, and then continue up, depending on what it wants to do. But yeah, at the moment, no trades for the week, I don't think. Yeah, sounds about right. No trades for this week. And I'm not really stressed about it. We're doing okay on the live account. Sometimes you just have to wait for the formation in order to take the trade, and when it does happen, we will be there. As you can see, like I say, this wasn't enough of a close, and there wasn't really clear fair value gap that we traded up into. From here, I was expecting like a further push down, and then like a fair value gap to form here that we trade up into, and then push down like this. And even if I did take a trade, my stop would have been just above here, so it would have been stopped out going into New York session. But yeah, lots of red folder today, all throughout the day, so I think that's going to do me. In terms of the copy trader, so the guy went short, like around here, this morning. Oh no. Let's go to 15. Yeah, he went short like around here. He went long, sorry. And TP was like about here. And he just kept buying. Got stopped out. And then, yeah, you can see price did come up. And the TP was about 373, something like that. 375. So it did eventually hit TP. He just got in too early and then got swept out in the manipulation. And yeah, ultimately it was a bit of a silly move from them, but what can you do? It's a copy trader, so you have to see how that works. I am just experimenting with it at the moment. I put a small amount of my savings into it just to see if I can generate some income in between my setups forming on this account. So yeah, like I say, I'm just going to keep that running, continue to wait. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get trade till next week, and I'm not stressed about it. And it's quite late at the moment. It's at 10 past 12 at night, so I'm going to hop off and I will catch you in a bit.